back. I am back, by the way.
He is back, and I'm so happy about it. All right, I'm
gone.
I miss my wife. Anyways, we're back with our first
We? There is no we.
There is no your half. POV, you wake up in a universe where Nintendo never released their console back in what did it come out, 2001?
Yeah,
We?
so.
There is no we. There is no your half, and your friend named your half hasn't born yet. There is no your half. Anyways, we're back. We're here with our first CT Toys review, and it's going to be my first CT Toys figure.
Well, the first CT Toys review is actually amazing. Yamaguchi Spider-Man 2.0
That
from CT Toys.
Review.
It's in the name! From CT Toys!
That I'm reviewing. And that is the...
Ow!
Bro, you good? We just got random build-up rate. And that is the CT Toys Agent...
I have to go so far back, just...
That is the CT Toys... Why won't you work? Agent Anti-Venom. It is up. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
CT Toys
now I can
Agent
stand.
Anti-Venom. Why did you lock? What are we doing here?
I just scooted in closer.
Okay.
Locked.
Anyways, this is the CT Toys Agent Anti-Venom, and we're going to get straight into it.
I want to, like, ram myself into him like I usually do, but I feel like he'll just disintegrate.
No, he'll be fine. Actually, before we get into possibility, let's get on to, some basis of the figure. One, it's a really good figure. It has a couple of issues.
I bought him, by the way.
Yeah, this is my Christmas gift last year from Webb's. It does have a couple of QC issues. Like, for instance, this ball joint specifically got really loose after about a day of use. And I've noticed that's a problem that a lot of people actually have with this figure.
It was also a problem with my Yamaguchi Spider-Man 2.0.
Yeah,
also, the arm getting really loose in that joint.
I've noticed that CT Toys and Mayfex seem to have a problem with their, right arm. Right arms, because, like, for instance, my Superior Spider-Man has his arm part.
My Mess Toys doesn't have it.
Yeah.
My Mess Toys is goated.
But
it broke, yet I can still play with it, and I hot glued it, and it works perfectly fine.
He also has some paint scratches, because I've used him a bit, which I absolutely love this paint scratch. I'll get into that later when I get to accessories. He has a problem.
I'm a skedaddle.
Okay. These joints are kind of, like, wobbly and loose, and his hands don't stay on the best. They also don't hold on to stuff the best sometimes. And, like, these ball joints are really loose for his belt. Like I said, kind of fragile. Like, for instance, I had one break on me just randomly. But it is a really nice figure, and that's just basis. That's just a couple QC issues.
Too bad it's not a brand new figure.
Is that mine?
No, it's mine.
Oh, I thought you were going to break it today. Because didn't get it day. No! So, yeah. But let's get straight into it with posability. Alright, so in terms of posability, he can look... Whoa, don't be bending your abs. He can look down about that far. And he can look up about that far. His collar does get in the way a little, so there's that,
Oh, well. It's an amazing Yamaguchi.
He has two joints, one in the neck, one in the head. What in the world did I just do?
Yeah, his collar's going to be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, so he has one in the neck, one in the heads, and they can both rotate a full 360, obviously, as you just saw. They don't have to do it in unison. He also has these, like, more drop-down kind of butterfly joints instead of the go-across ones. His drop down.
That was also a thing on the Amazing Yamaguchi Iron Spider. I don't know if it was the same on the 1.0. Also, speaking of the 1.0, do you want to get the Carnages? Or I found a 1.0 bootleg.
Let's do both.
Alright, I'm down, because I want a 1.0 so bad.
I'm going to get it, too. Did you send it to me?
Yeah.
I'll order them tonight. We're going to be getting new figures, guys. New figures now.
Amazing Yamaguchi figures.
Okay. My mom's going to kill me, bro. She wants me to save up for a car. I'm not doing saving up for... I'm doing anything but saving up for a car, bro. I literally bought us dinner last night, bro.
It's fine. It's action figures. It's worth it.
Totally. But I'm still not...
Especially Amazing Yamaguchi figures!
I'm still not buying us that block. He's off to his prime, bro.
Yeah. Oh, well. It's a 1.0 Spider-Man.
Okay. So, anyways, now it does. I actually don't hate the fact that it didn't go with butterfly joints, because since it's an Amazing Yamaguchi body mold, it literally basically has butterfly joints already.
It is the butterfly joints.
It is the butterfly joints. The ball joint on here is basically the butterfly joints, which can raise up, raise down. It can rotate around. It can stick out. Simple. It just sits on this rotating ball joint, and you can take it out. This one actually doesn't come out, but this one I can get out. It's pretty nice. He also has this bicep swivel. Which, by the way, on the subject of stuff popping off, his shoulder plates do come off. You can take these off if you wanted to, and they do actually pose a little. They do have a small little ball joint that does pose around, so you can move them out of the way a little, which you don't necessarily need, to tell you the truth, but you can move them out of the way a little. I haven't really needed to.
Hey, I just noticed that both of our figures have paint scratches on the same eye.
Wow. So anyways, as I was trying to say, he does
Wait,
have...
Is it the same spot though? Yeah, look. I mean, my one has a bit more, but look.
Wow.
It has top.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm gloveless. I'm naked.
He does have...
Not really.
A bicep swivel, but I don't... On any of my Mesh Toys figures, to tell you the truth, I don't use any of the bicep swivels. You don't really...
I kind of forget they're there.
Same. Anyway, so for elbows, he doesn't have the double joint, but he has that standard... If I can rotate it, he has that standard Mesh Toys ball joint. Why won't you focus? Or the Amazing Yamaguchi ball joint, which gives him, roughly a double joint. Can't bend as far as some of the other ones can, but it is essentially the same as a regular double joint.
Yeah.
Then that can also rotate around right here, so for an little arm rotation. Then, of course, he has his hand, which is just on that another Amazing Yamaguchi Rebel Tech joint. Again, like I said, his hands don't stay in the best, so I'm a little cautious about that. Oh, whoa, why won't you go? Oh, it's because I rotated that and then I got it away. Okay. I don't know why everything's popping up. I swear he never does it this much. Don't let this turn you off the figure, guys.
It's a great thing.
It is. Okay.
Watch the Spider Criminal video on the official thing, and that will make sure you watch.
Rolling on to the... Well, this is the official thing, isn't it?
This is the CT.
Oh, yeah.
CT's boot!
Because Amazing... Right. Sorry, because Amazing Yamaguchi made their own, right?
Amazing Yamaguchi is the original.
I know. That's what I was reading. They already made one.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, sometimes I get it confused. Anyways. Right, because Mesh Toys is the company that just uses the body build.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rolling
on.
Rolling on. For Ab Crunch, it's a beautiful Ab Crunch. We love to see that. That is almost full flat back.
And then there's Disappointment.
Maybe the brand new day Spider-Man. And then Back Crunch isn't too bad. You can give him the Gwen Stacy, so that's all you need. It's the only thing you'll ever need with a Back Crunch to be able to give him the Gwen Stacy's. He has two different crunches, so he has the one that moves...
I do not want to buy a membership. What the heck?
He has the one that moves out his waist and the one that moves out his abs, like a lot of highly posable figures do. He has two waist rotations, one at the top, one at the bottom. Isn't he? No, he's not more posable than the Iron Spider, is he? Because he doesn't pose as much. But he has more joints of articulation, I think.
Posable kneecaps and the eyes.
He has 1, 2, 3 different things right here. I think he might have more.
Hold on.
Well, we'll talk about this later. I shouldn't be distracted. Anyways, he has two waists, one at the abs. Focus. Please focus. One at the abs, and then one, of course, at his waist, both of which will rotate around. And then he also has, as you can see it flapping, he has this, which has this ball joint here, and then this that goes up and down, and you can swap these out, which we'll get to later. And this moves out of the way. You can also, as I've done in the past, you can take it off if you don't want it on. And it doesn't look too bad without it off, but I prefer it on just because it completes the figure.
About the same.
Oh my gosh, really?
Both around 40 plus. However, slightly frictional more range. So the Waldos have a bit more range than his symbiote tendrils.
I mean, that does make sense. True, okay.
So that surprised me, honestly.
Okay, now rolling on to legs, he can kick up about that high, and he can kick out about that high. It can rotate inside of the thigh, and then he also has this thigh swivel right here. That's that classic more diagonal kind of swivel that we get on the Mesh Toys and CT Toys. This is just a single jointed knee, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a single jointed knee, but man, he can practically kick his own butt.
That's the beauty of Amazing Yamaguchi.
Yeah. So, and then he has this little boot hilt. Not even boot. It does swivel a little, but he has a full-on boot hilt.
It's to help the range.
I know. And then he has just a classic foot, which doesn't tilt too much because the cuff of the boot gets in the way, and the toe joints that go up and down. I would show you on this one too, but this guy, one day into having him, he fell off my bed. Okay, keep in mind, he was on the middle of my bed. I don't know how he fell off. I left my room, I come back, he's on the floor, I'm like, oh, okay. I go to pick him up, his foot's off, I'm like, oh no, his foot must have fallen off. And I pick him up, and the joint is snapped in half. I think what happened is somehow, I still don't know how he fell off my bed, I'm pretty sure it's my cousin's. But he fell off my bed, and there's one of those. My bed has one of those like extra bed frames that sits underneath it, and it's metal. And I'm pretty sure what happened is when he fell, his foot went against it and just pressed too fast and snapped. And I think that's why it snapped. Thankfully, I super glued it, and because of how posable this guy is, he does not need that foot joint. He does not need it to stand. Yeah, I'll bring you some, but he does not need it to stand. So honestly, amazing figure. Now, before I finish the articulation, he does have more articulation with the tendrils, each one having 3 points of articulation. Is this the broken one? Yeah, this is the broken one right here. And for that, I'm going to add just a bit more articulation to him. And for articulation, I think he is going to be our first ever hen.
You want me to keep track? Or...
There's a paper here for a reason. This is our first ever figure that I've rated that has all 10 points for articulation.
Yo, shout out to Jordan from Jersey for the normal version of this guy.
Oh yeah, and here's is you looking at these on Ali or Reddit? Oh, Reddit. Yeah, and here's the regular version. So here's the two kind of side by side. I prefer the white version. I love Agent Anti-Venom. He's so peak. Plus my Anti-Venom symbiote is what got me collecting. So, of course, I got to go with the Agent Anti-Venom. So yeah, that's it for posing. He is highly articulated and by far one of the most articulated figures in my collection. I think he's second only to my Superior Spider-Man and I think my Iron Spider. I mean, my Iron Spider is my most articulated figure, so I think he's only second to Superior.
Yeah.
Otherwise, because I think he's more than the Miles. Because the Miles
does have a lot of range, but not as many joints.
Yeah. So he is just so posable and it's nice. But we're not just here for posability. We got other things like accessories.
You're probably
all right. So
the purple one, right?
How much? That looked like it was $23.
$237.
All right. So unlike the rest of the figures that I've been reviewing lately, I didn't keep the box because I'm normal. I'm kidding. I'm back to my normal self of not keeping the box. Hold up. I'm back to my normal self of not keeping the box. We got 1 box, 2 box, 3 boxes over there, and my brand new day one too. Because we got that's a brand new day box. We also have my CT Choice Miles and my Tasm and that's Tasm and my Superior Spider-Man too. I have all their boxes. I got 4 boxes here with me, bro. Yo, bro, your dogs will show it. Don't worry, I'll censor them. So, but
I'm wearing shoes.
We didn't keep the box for this one. But
this one's actually cheaper.
I did use this nice little container I have to hold his accessories, mainly because webs and tendrils snap easily. But let's go ahead and get into accessories. I'm going to get these all laid out, and we'll get into them. Okay, now for this, I had to take a bit of a step back because he has a lot of accessories. I think he might even... I think he even has more than my Superior Spider-Man. I'm not even... I think he has more than Superior. He might. Actually, they might be tied. They might be tied. But he has a lot of accessories, so let's just jump straight into him. This is probably going to be the longest section of the video. We're going to start, of course, with hands. So obviously, he has his classic fist hands, which do have a hole in them so that he can hold his webs in them. Then he also has these trigger hands that he can use to hold his weapons. He has these more like grabbing hands or pointing hands, or just kind of more open just to the side hands. He then has these web shooting hands with the holes at the, I guess I should bring it closer, with the holes at the top of the base, or the top of the fist, so that he can shoot webs like the symbiote does. He then has these little gripping hands for, holding things and stuff. They're pretty nice. And then he comes with four of these exact same hands that are the symbiote hands, and these can attach to his tendrils or to him if you wanted to give him symbiote hands, make it seem like the symbiote's taking control a little. But you usually would put them on the tendrils to have those hold other things. Rolling on, with his belt. Oh gosh, I shouldn't have put him down here. I'm gonna move the hands up. Yo, bro. You think you can put these hands back in the box? I'm gonna just hand you stuff and have you put it back in the box. Then for the belt, he has a total of 6 accessories. He has these 2 little packages, and these can swap out with any of these front ones. These yeah. So they swap out with these front ones. And these ones are for the blasters. You have these little half blasters that it comes with, and there's 4 of these, and you stick them in. Although one of mine is damaged. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. I got left outside somehow and got ran over. But you stick them in, and these can swap out here with this first belt holster, or they can go on the side, and all of them can fit on the side too. So you can put these small ones down here, you can put the medium ones down here, or you can put the holster ones down there as well. Really nice for the blaster holding. And like I said, you get 4 of these half blasters that are designed to go in there. You can't fit the actual blasters in there. Then he comes with 4 of these blasters, which are meant to be held in his trigger hands. I guess I probably shouldn't have had you put the trigger hands away, should I have? Which can be held in his trigger hands. And they can also be held by the symbiote hands. which is pretty nice.
Ain't no way there's a bootleg of the brand new day Marvel Legends.
Bro. Which can also be held by the symbiote hand, so you can have the tendrils kind of ready to fire. And I think I did a picture where the tendrils each had one. I don't actually remember if I did or not. And then also, there's 4 blast effects for each of these blasters that each one can sit on top of. They don't stay on the best, I will admit, but it's pretty cool to have these little blast effects. They are really weird because all of these are different shades of like an orangey kind of yellow. And this one especially, I mean, it is just so orange compared to all of these around the tips. These ones are more see-through. This one is a very solid yellowy orange, whereas these two are more see-through. So it is kind of nice. I don't know if it was designed like that or not, but it is kind of nice. And then he also comes with what I believe is a grenade launcher. I don't know. It's just a more powerful weapon than what he already has. And again, these are held by the trigger hands. And then also I've used the more relaxed hands to hold this other handle, which did snap off on me, unfortunately, but I managed to glue back on, which is why there's that white pattern there. But I've used it like this, and he's holding it here, so he has both around, and this actually fits really nicely. I don't know if you can fit the trigger hand around, but it doesn't, in my mind, it doesn't make the most sense to have the trigger hand. I think you can, though. Let's see. Yeah, you can fit the trigger hand, but I prefer to have the open hand. It makes more sense, because to me, in my eyes, that's how I would do it. I should eat this popsicle. I guess I can let it melt a little longer. Ooh, get off. There we go. So yeah, so there's all of his, like, kind of cute weapons.
I have good reviews. I think I'll send you the one.
Okay. Okay, then coming with classic Spider-Man stuff, he has these webs, which mine did snap in half, so if you pay attention to this, one of them is shorter than the other. That's cool. Because I lost the piece and wasn't able to super glue back on, but they come back on. They're nice little webs. I like that they look kind of like bullets because this guy, he's an agent. He's kind of known for using his weapons, his guns. I think it's cool. These are really cool. I am talking really fast. Yo, bro, can you bring me one of my waters? I need a drink and I finished my root beer. I don't have root beer, guys. I'm going to go crazy. Thank you. But they're really nice webs.
You don't have your, hopefully we'll sponsor soon. Sponsorship.
Like I said, he can shoot them out of the web's hands, but he can also take this little piece and he can hold it too. Or at least, yeah, he can hold it too. So you can have him be like pulling it, or I don't know why that's not staying in. Normally it stays in better. Maybe it just needs to go on the hand. Oh, okay. But yeah, so you can hold it and it can go in. It's kind of nice. That's the webs. And then moving on from the webs, he also has tendrils. 4 tendrils, 2 of which are long and 2 of which are short. Now, is it this one? Yeah. I was posing around with this guy. It's not this one. Okay. It must be this one then. Yeah. And I was at Webb's house, and I was just posing around with him, and he was just sitting in this pose. His tendrils were up, and all of a sudden, this fell off. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. It must just come out, because it's actually really common, because of how heavy these things are, the joints are kind of loose, that the tendrils would just randomly pop off. And I thought, okay, it just popped off. I went to go look at it, and it had actually snapped at the peg. So this is glued on. This no longer moves, which is okay, because it doesn't really need to. But it did snap, so be wary of that. Probably more of a QC issue than anything, but then he also comes with a blade, which can sit either on top of where the tendrils are, so you can give him a sharp tendril, or it also acts as another swap-out hand, which can sit here on top of that, although it is kind of heavy, as you can tell, with the arm falling. But you can also give him a blade. By the way, speaking of the hands, they did come with a little hand, like, rack that they all stuck into, but that snapped on me. It's also like how there's a little eyepiece, and a little tool you can use to get his extra eyes out of his head. But I don't know where that piece is, so he does not currently have it. Because like I said, I don't currently know where that piece is. Otherwise, I'd show it off to y'all. But I legit don't know what I did with it. I'd love to show it off to you, but I don't know what I did with it. So let's roll into the future. To his final accessories. First of all, he has a symbiote head, which I think looks really cool. I will say my symbiote head does not stay on the best. I don't know why. I just struggle. Maybe I'm probably just struggling to get the ball joint on properly. But this doesn't stay on the best, but I think it looks really cool. I love the red eyes. I love the details. I should bring it up here. I love the black around it. It just looks so cool. It looks so spooky. I love it. It looks amazing. Now, moving on to swap out eyes. He has his first set of just plain white, bigger eyes, which have gotten a paint scratch. And I know a lot of people don't like paint scratches, but I love this one solely because it makes him look scared. The amount of times I've looked at this and it looks scared is amazing. Me and Webbs were posing up with him and his star convoy, Optimus Prime. and they were standing next to each other. And because Star Convoy towers over this guy, I had him looking up, and you could just see the dot in his eyes, and it made him look so scared when he was looking at Star Convoy. If I can find the picture, I'll show it. It just looked amazingly peak, and I just thought it was awesome. So it was super cool, and that's why I think paint scratches can be a good thing sometimes. Now, moving on to the actual eyes. I got to do this carefully. Exactly, because I don't want to lose them. One sec. Let's get this open. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So for the eyes, he has 3 other pairs of eyes. The first ones he has are these little, like, green night vision kind of eyes that I do often have them in. These are the ones that I use most commonly. There's this, like, dark shade of green. I know you probably can't see that very well. There's dark, cool-looking shade of green with just the black outline around it. The next pair he has is a fully, if I can get it out of the case, my word, there we go, is this fully black eye. You can tell there is a difference between where the lens sits. It is a slightly shinier black, and it kind of blends out, stands out. You can't really see it here, though, but in person you can tell. And then he has these much more, if I can get it out, my word, then he has these more narrow, more sleeker, angrier looking white eyes. So 3 pairs of white eyes, 3 pairs of heads. Oh my goodness, that took me 8 minutes. I was rushing through it too. And I think overall for accessories, he's gonna get a 9. He would get higher, and I think the only reason I'm not giving him higher, to tell you the truth, is because like I said, the tendrils snap, the joints are really loose in these areas, so it's more of bias just because they got loose pretty quick. So I'm actually gonna go to 9.2. 9.2. But like, just all the things just kind of breaking and not staying in the best. Like for instance, the blasters, I keep having him pose up. They don't stay on well. The blast effects don't stay on the blasters well. They don't stay in the holster well. It's like a lot of it doesn't stay in well, and that's why he's not getting a full 10. But that's more just kind of pet peeves and probably more QC issues than anything, I'd assume. I don't actually know. Why would I watch a review on the figure I own? But yeah, so accessories, 9.2. We got one last section, and then we can move on to pictures. This is going to be a long review. Oh my gosh. Okay. I do think it is one of the few figures I watched the review on, yeah. Okay, so in terms of play features, he has, of course, posability, which is amazing fun. I love posing this guy. I will admit, I don't get him the most, like, dynamic poses, but that's because I see him as very serious, and I don't know. Well, I love dynamic poses, and I think they're cool. For me, dynamic poses are more Spider-Man-like, and Spider-Man is a very joyful character. I see this guy as like you need to lock in and focus and get the job done, not goof off and make jokes. And I don't know. I don't think that's true, really. Is that true about Flash Thompson? When he's... Of course you don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't read comics.
I do.
Har, har. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Oh wow, this thing's getting really loose. Sorry.
Through the Ultimate Spider-Man show.
Oh yeah, sorry. This drum is getting really loose. But he has a lot. So I don't get him in the most dynamic poses, but I do think he has a lot of fun to pose around with, and it is just super fun. Like more often than not, I'll just have him sitting in this pose, or I'll give him a weapon, or I'll just have him charging at someone. I don't get him in the most dynamic poses because he doesn't necessarily need to be. He's not Spider-Man. Those are Spider-Man things. But I do think he is just really cool to play around with. There's, of course, stop motions, pictures, which he looks amazing on camera, in my opinion. Sorry, Webbs is watching something and he looks very confused by it. But overall, he's just an amazing figure. I'd highly recommend him. And I think overall, for play features, I kind of feel like I've moved on more from play features being about how you can actually play them and how much fun I actually have with the figure. And I think for play features, he's probably going to get... How the freak did I get a blister on my finger? That's what he's going to get. He's probably going to get an 8.2. I think an 8.2. 8.2. Which puts him at a 27.4. That makes him the highest figure. Wait, yeah. That's 0.4, 8.4, yeah, 17. Yeah, 27.4. Making him the new highest rated figure after Brand New Day Spidey. That is insane. He is just that goated of a figure. But you know what's next? We got to get into the even more goated stuff, which is pictures, price, and place. All right.
You do.
What?
But I have it the start of the stop motion be the exact same frame as the.
Nice. Okay, sorry guys. Webbs is distracting me talking about the review we just finished. Let's get looking.
Channel takeover, guys. I'm back after like 2 months.
Yeah, this is already yours will probably go up before this.
Yep.
Anyway, so this is a picture I took. I think I showed this one during the Black Soldier review, but it's Agent Anti-Venom. He's just kind of charging. I absolutely love this pose. I feel like the blade could have been like less crooked, but from this angle, it doesn't even look that bad, and they just look amazing together. This is one they were fighting, and he just got knocked down. I think I guess I didn't have most of the pictures. They were fighting, he got knocked down. This is one after me and Webbs did our gift exchange, and this is one I got him for Christmas. And this is him posed up with the Iron Spider twin. This one's good, right? This picture. This picture's good.
Yeah.
Okay. But he looks so annoyed with the Iron Spider. The Iron Spider's like, "Yo, what's good, dude?"
Parkers are always annoying him.
Dude, we'll get to that in a sec. And then this was when this figure was Webbs' Christmas birthday gift, and when we got them together, we realized they both had swap eyes, and we decided to turn them into zombies. It was so freaking cool. I thought it was funny. This is when I took with him right after getting him. He was just chilling on my stairs on the ladder to my cousin's bed. And then I decided don't worry, he didn't actually sleep in bed, but I decided to put him on a mattress and pretend that he was sleeping on the bed with me. Because I had one of those fake like toy purple mattresses. Whoa. And then I did move him away. Don't worry, I didn't sleep on the bed with him. I'm not stupid. Here's him posing with the Lego with my Lego Venom. I feel like I could have done his pose better, but he looks amazing jumping at him, and I love the sky in the background. It's just peak. What is that on the ground? I think that's one of my cousin's tablets. Maybe it's mine. No. And then here's him with my 1966 Chevy Impala model car. I wish this was a 67. Not for the meme, because the 1967 Chevy Impala is a beautiful car. It's really close to this. Just a little different. But this is a really nice picture, and I love the way that this looks. It's a little small for him, though, so he's like on the ground just looking at it like a child, and I love it. This was him. I think I showed this one during the Anti-Venom Spider-Man review. This is him fighting with my Anti-Venom Spider-Man. And then here's him. This was, I think, my second day having him. I had him playing with... I was playing Xbox with my dad, and I had him playing with us. He was using the controller and playing. He actually fit really well with it. I thought it was really cool. And then here's him with the tendrils. And this is actually the first half of the picture. And somewhere I have the second half where I edited like this half. Right, you can see like where I'm touching with the dots. This half of the picture out to make it look normal, to make it seem like the symbiote was taking over him. That's why he only has half the tendrils, and I thought it was cool. And then here's him just crouching with his blade. Here's him holding up this Lego, like he ended it. I don't know, because it's supposed to have a head and he's got the blade. Here's him just jumping, blade out, super cool. And then here's him. I used the web. He's pulling him back to swing at you. Here's him fighting one of my Robin figures. He'd be Robin and blind. Whoa. And here's it on top of him. And then here's him just kind of pose. I kind of was trying to get him like a landing pose. And then here's him. So my second day having him, like I said, his arm joint got really loose. So I decided to drop him in a pool in my water bottle to freeze him up. And this is one of those towel water bottles that is designed to keep your drinks cool for like 18 hours straight. So I decided to put him in there, and I just took a picture of it and sent it to Webbs for the fun of it. And I just thought it was really funny. And then here's one of my most beautiful pictures. I think I showed this during the Goblin review. But this is him fighting with Green Gobby. Oh my gosh. It is beautiful. Look at that. I love this picture.
Wow.
One of my best pictures. And then here's him with my previous Christmas.
I think you're a recent Lucky's Brand New Days.
I said one of my best.
You kind of topped it.
I said one of my best. I think it was my best until then, though.
I don't know, that Anti-Venom versus Carnage when he's choking him is really good.
I have a picture of him choking Carnage?
Anti-Venom Spider-Man.
Oh, when Carnage is choking Spider-Man, okay. And then here's him with my Christmas figure. I showed this during the B127 review. But I thought it was really cool to show it again. And when I get my next Christmas figure, which is that's Scarlet Spider this year, isn't it? The Scarlet Neighbor. Yippee! I'll pose all three of them together, too.
I waited, so instead of getting you the Marvel Legends, you now get a superposable one.
Yeah. And then and then here's them posed together again. And then here's him just jumping in the air where he fires back. I want him to be a little more straight back instead of flat, but it's okay. And then here's another picture from with the Goblin where I was meaning it to look like Goblin had already thrown a bomb and it was exploding on his shoulder. I thought it looked cool, so I just used an explosion effect and stuck it in. Then here's another angle of that one.
And then again, posed up with B, but this time it's more from his angle. I think it looks really cool. Then here's again him on my bed. Now he's got the night vision goggles on and he's ready in case anything comes. He was my bodyguard, I guess. And then I forgot about me and Webs. I think this was our. I don't even know. This was our first sleepover of this year, and we brought over a whole bunch of figures, and we were showing off all the figures we got for Christmas, and this is Pivatar Pravatar. Yeah, I can never remember his name. Spider-Man India, and he swapped out the head, and it looks both so stupid and good at the same time, and I love it. And then here's him just chilling on the wall, how Webb set him up, and then here's him. I don't know. It's kind of dark, but me and Webbs were playing Insomniac Spider-Man here in the background.
Yeah.
And he just posed up. I was just playing with him. And then here's him fighting with my TASM 1 figure. And he's just like really pathetic as the web goes by him. And then here's him fighting with my Captain America. And oh my goodness, I cooked with this picture where he's just throwing him. Woo! I thought that was amazing. And then here's meant to be Iron Man and my TASM 1 figure going to fight him. And then this one, it was meant to be like he defeated TASM 1 and Iron Man was about to fire, and then he used TASM 1 as a shield. And then here's him posed up with Symbiote Spider-Man, which as Webb said earlier, with all of his Spider-Man always annoying him, he is meant to be insanely annoyed at the black suit Symbiote Spider-Man. He's contemplating his entire life with this. And then here's them posed up together looking all cool. And here is I almost said Laser Prime, Star Convoy just pointing his blaster at him. And you can't see the dot, but in person, the dot made him look so much more scared, as I was mentioning earlier during the review. And then here's him just posed up, just in this pose. And here's him hitting a pose again, just crouched up on the stairs looking cool. Again, same thing. And again, same thing. And then here's where it broke. So he was just chilling like this. He was just kind of chilling on the tendrils a little. It wasn't when it broke like this, though. I had moved him off, and the tendrils were up, and then one of them just snapped. In fact, I think it was this one that's not even holding him up. This one right here. I think that was the one that snapped. And then here's him just on top of Symbiote Spider-Man. I would have made this more Spider-Man reposable, but Webbs doesn't like when I play with his figures. I have bad luck where they break immediately. And he was in the bathroom and getting done soon, so I quickly posed him, and it was a very short post. But yeah, there's all the pictures. Wow. Okay, so in terms of getting him, you want to get him on the KK Outdoor Boutique store, which is this store right here. I'm getting there. This is where Webbs got him for me. He's about $40. However, so recently, KK Outdoor Boutique Store has been being moved to, what store was it? What the freak is that? Dude, come here. What is this search recommendation? What the freak? Bro, what is that? Oh! We're gonna ignore that. I don't know why that's there, bro.
Alright, yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah. But here's one spot you can get him. It will be moving off completely soon. You can also get the black suit over here too if you wanted to. Although it looks like it might be out of stock. But yeah, it looks so freaking We gotta wait for Webbs.
Yeah.
And we're gonna ignore that search bar. Is that what it says over here too? Because now I'm curious. No, this is just the I'm shopping for. Do you remember what the store is called? It was like...
It is called Welcome Toys Store.
Welcome Toys. Do I see Welcome Toys? Yes, right here.
Toys Store.
Right here, found it. So then the new one that you can get them off of, although this is just like... Looks like this is just the Agent Venom, so I'm going to take a guess and say that Anti-Venom hasn't quite moved over to Welcome Toy Store yet. But that is the store that they'll be moving over to. Is he?
Yeah, he's $38.
Okay. Well, I don't see his search. He's 38.
Yep.
So you have it. He's 38. Oh, yeah, right here. Found it. Okay. Yeah, so Welcome Toy Store. Agent Anti-Venom for $38. No shipping because they're amazing like that. So eventually you can still order them off of KK Outdoor Boutique Store on AliExpress.
It's still gonna
Yeah. But eventually that store will just be empty and it will all be moved on to Welcome Toy Store.
Funly Toy Store.
Yeah. Welcome Toy Store, which will be great. Just new store. Same thing. Still on AliExpress. It'll be peak. Yeah. So there's the figure. Alright, so there you have it. This was the first review on one of my Grell figures.
Yeah.
done. I think. Is it?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah. Ow.
Because I haven't done Laser Prime yet. I haven't done my Castle 1 figure. I haven't done Superior. I haven't done.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, Brand New Day, I guess, though.
Was that really a Grail though?
I mean, I just wanted a Brand New Day figure. So yeah, this was my first ever Grell figure we reviewed. This is probably, like, out of all my figures I own, he's probably my third favorite. I do pick favorites. My favorite is by far my Castle 1.
Oh no, he fell over.
Oh no, our table.
Imagine.
I know, but this guy is amazing, and if you can get him, I highly recommend him.
Amazing figure from Yamaguchi.
I love messing around with this toy.
Do it for a co-partner.
I can see to toys.
I'm gonna kill him.
That works! Anyways, if you can get it, I would highly recommend it. Even with the problems he has, such as the looser joints, he is really nice.
I mean, what do you expect? It is bootleg.
Yeah. And if you can get the official, if you can afford the official and get it, get the official.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is amazing. I highly recommend him. He's beautiful. He looks amazing too. The shiny decals. Whew. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, have a good time, y'all.
Oh, and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. You don't have to, but please do.